Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come to the house. And Portugal, stand up, man. Neemias Queta, 27 points, 17 rebounds, 10 of which were offensive, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 10 for 14 from the field, and 7 for 10 from the free throw line. So my boy could have had 30 points today, but listen, man. Well, last night, but man. Neemias Queta, the improvement of Neemias Queta year to year, not just from last year to this year to year, seeing this guy be just needing experience and playing basketball and needing the teaching, that stuff is real, man. And he's been able to develop as a real legit starting center in this league, and it comes with plays like this. So Neemias Queta, I knew that he had passing chops way before this. This is a dunk, right? This is something that he goes up with, but he understands the system. He understands who he plays with, and his passing in this game was phenomenal. He should have had more than just 2 assists in this game, but here makes a phenomenal pass to Sam Hauser for the 3. And here's just some more evidence of his progression as a decision maker. The Celtics are really comfortable with him handling the ball on the perimeter and getting the ball to other people as a handoff passer, initiating those blind pig, the zoom actions. And his on ball percentage is up this year to, I think, by like 8.4. But again, he sees that Tyrese Maxey is playing really close to Baylor Shaman, so he's not going to be able to get that to Shaman. He keeps the ball, gets to the Sam Hauser, and of course, one of the best screeners in the NBA this season, top 5 in my opinion, 99th percentile in almost every screen stat in the NBA this year. Gets Kelly Oubre off the body of Sam Hauser. He just doesn't hit the shot. And I talked a lot about Queta's just improvement as a whole player. Like, every facet of his game has gotten better since he's been here. And it says a lot about his work ethic and Joe Mazzulla and the coaching staff and the development staff that we have here. But one of the things that he has just gotten so much better at is defensive positioning. I never really worried about Queta's learning, right? Because I remember this was either the first year or the second year that he came here. There was a game against the Indiana Pacers in TD Garden, and he had 2 jump ball attempts. The first jump ball attempt was against Buddy Hield, and he was just so antsy, like he was jumping before the ball was thrown up. He was just so ready to try to make a play. He ended up winning the tip, but he ended up catching the jump ball, which of course you can't do. And I'm like, bro, if that is not the most obvious, I just need to play more NBA basketball play I've ever seen. And then the next time he gets another jump ball situation in the fourth quarter, he does it right. He wins a tip. The ball comes to him from Jaylen Brown. He dunks the ball and gets an and 1. Like, that was just like, all right, man, listen, if he can keep it up, if we can keep him, the learning curve happened mid-game, and he got the same situation and he made good on it. And here I've always talked about the nimbleness. Being from Portugal, the first sport there is soccer. The big man being able at 7 foot to backpedal against one of the quicker guards in the league here impacts that shot by Tyrese Maxey. And again, as a screener, just understanding when to screen, understanding what angle to screen against what defense is so important to creating advantages for what Mazzulla ball is creating advantages and taking advantage of them here. Sets a really good screen early in this offense with Jaylen Brown running sets on a Quentin Grimes, and Jaylen Brown gets downhill and gets fouled. And the first thing I ever noticed about Queta was just his activity. At 7 foot, being the guy that just moves so fast in the half court and that just continues to move in the half court, just trying to be as effective as possible, man, that activity really hurts other bigs because they don't want to be moving all over the place, man, but Neemias Queta forces them to. So here he tries to set that wide action, good defense by Campaign. The Celtics get the ball to him, and they were trying to get the Spain action, but VJ Edgecombe was top blocking or just has a good hold of Derek White, so he couldn't get the ball, so they flow right into zoom action. Again, zoom is a off-ball screen for somebody to come get a dribble handoff. That's what happens here. White sets a screen, Payne Pritchard gets a handoff. Queta gets just enough of Campaign just to get him on the side of Pritchard, and Pritchard keeps him in jail. And then Neemias Queta, again, great off-ball moving by him, just flowing right to where Payne Pritchard needs him to be. Drummond can't go back any more than this because Payne Pritchard will have an open floater, and Queta almost finishes that one. And again, just some more of the activity, the way that he can move at 7 foot, backpedal, sprinting, all that, just running around. Again, that hurts opposing center. So here in the pick and roll, he's communicating with Sam Hauser. He's telling him to ice the screen. When an on-ball defender ices the screen, he positions his body to the screener so that the ball handler cannot use the screen. So you can see Sam Hauser right there. You see how he angles his body. He's shading Drummond, so VJ Edgecombe has to go into Neemias Queta. Queta again does a nice job playing the pick and roll. Is a really good pick and roll defender. He can either switch sometimes, but a lot of times in drop coverage, he does more than just drop. You see he has his hand in the pass lane right there, so that needle thread and pass by VJ Edgecombe is going to be a hard one because Queta's hand is there. He's able to play 2-on-1 in pick and roll situations, also with his feet, his quick feet and his length and his smarts. And again, that improved defensive positioning. I say after that, VJ is gonna shoot, and Queta does this a lot less. This face guard block out, which you can do, but if you do it for a second, then you turn your body, you're more likely to get away with it. But again, he's going against one of the greatest rebounders of all time, and Andre Drummond. He has to be really physical. And again, just the activity, just boxed out Drummond, beats him down the floor. Drummond's gonna still be talking to the ref. He's switching dunker spots. He's running up. I think this was about to be chest action with the on-ball screen from Hauser and the flare from Queta. But again, he's just running around. Drummond's still in the same place, and he ends up with the ball after the play. All right, so something that I started noticing last year is Queta's ability to play free safety on opposing bigs that we don't deem as shooting threats. Like Andre Drummond hit 2 threes in this game, but we were going to let him shoot 20 open ones if he had it in him, right? But with Queta's heightened defensive awareness, his feel for where to be, his position, and all that stuff on the defensive side, any situations he uses his eyes well, he uses his feel for the game, his wingspan, his quick feet, and everything to either disrupt plays, to deflect passes, or even get the steal in these situations. And we're going to see a perfect one of that here. So again, you see the space he's giving Andre Drummond. The 76ers are going to try to set a flex screen for Trent Warford to get into the post, and you see Queta, right? He's just like filling out, he's backing up. Wait, whoa. He's not, and like he's not even looking at. Oh, is my boy doing some Wemby type? Hey, is my boy playing Jedi mind tricks out here? Yo, he's not even looking at the play, but he's just backing up because he knows what's happening. He's getting a feel, Trent Warford, trying to see where he's at. Hey, listen, bro, if you need any indication of his defensive awareness, his positioning, his feel for the game improving, this is what it is, bro. He's not looking at Drummond. He's giving the illusion that he's not paying attention. And as that pass goes, he takes it right there with the put the pause on the basketball, and we get it. And as he comes up here, Derek White's going to reject the screen, and again, moving off the ball offensively, knows where to be, and dunks it. All right, so in this game, we saw the Celtics go to ram action a couple times. Ram action, again, is an off-ball screen for somebody to go set a ball screen. So we're going to see Peyton Pritchard set the off-ball screen on Andre Drummond. So Neemias Queta can come set this on-ball screen on VJ Escombe. Peyton Pritchard screens. He comes up, gets a good angle on the screen, gets Derek White free. We see the stack replace right here as Peyton Pritchard goes out to the 3. And Queta is rolling to the basket, puts some pressure on Campaign to, is he going to go out to Derek White, or is he going to really tag this Neemias Queta on the roll? And again, his ability to catch in a show roll, to pass, we've seen that a couple times. And again, the nimbleness and the fluidity to go through the lane. Listen. This is a 7-footer against like a 6'2" guy. Campaign swipes at the ball. He gets low at 7 foot, gets lower than his hand. One dribble, 1, 2, skip through that lane, lay. I see it look like the Celtics were going to go back to ram action. We got Peyton Pritchard setting the bus screen on Andre Drummond, but Queta doesn't even end up screening right here. Derek White just sees an advantage, and he goes. That creates a drive and kick opportunity right there. Then the kick to Jordan Walsh, but look at Queta, right? Before the shot even goes up, he's wedging for position, right? Has great position on Drummond. Ball goes up. He gets the rebound with one hand, corrals it, and gets the tipping, well, the laying after it, right? So he's hype. You see everybody hype. He's having a big game up to this point. And then on the, wait, let me see, 14-10 with 7 minutes, 7:39 to go in the second quarter, man. Again, 27 points, 17 rebounds, and 3 blocks in this game. But then we on the defense side of the ball, we get the steal, and again, his activity, just running, bro, running. He's always going to run the floor, and that's going to create advantages for us. And another acrobatic layup by Neat. That's your 7-footer with a complete up and under, and the bench and him go wild. And along with being one of the best screeners in the NBA and one of the best offensive and defensive rebounders in the NBA, of course, Neemias Queta knows how to protect that rim and block shots here in help position. Get that out of here. Now, I don't know what type of screen this is, right? But you see VJ Escombe telling Kelly Oubre to get out to Derek White. But Neemias Queta, I guess this is role impact, or this is just him occupying Kelly Oubre. But he literally occupies Kelly Oubre. So now we have an advantage up here, a 2-on-1 right there, and Derek White ends up with the 3. All right, so we got Queta with another monster offensive board, getting the Celtics some second chance points. And here again, we basically have Queta being the hub of the offense. Here he's going to set the flare screen for Jaylen Brown. Ball. Well, Derek White gets fouled, so he catches the ball. Get right into a dribble handoff. He gets it. Sets the good screen in a short row. Again, being able to make plays out of this, knowing when to go up, when to pass. Tyrese Maxey coming off the corner. Perfect pass to Sam Hauser. Gets him to the corner. And he just missed an open 3. And again, the fluidity and the nimbleness of our 7-footer to be able to put the ball on the floor, go to the rack, and jam it home. And again, I talked about that free safety role, just taking away cuts, taking away open guys, disrupting plays. Here we see a cut by Quentin Grimes, but Queta again playing back on Andre Drummond, seeing the play, moving those feet, using those arms. He gets a deflection. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna hear me say the same words: activity, nimbleness, fluidity, but this shit matters, especially from a guy this tall and this long. Look at him. So Tyrese Maxey rejects the screen with a spin move. He gets down, gets back into the play. Now he has to get a rebound over 276ers, one being Andre Drummond. I'm not gonna fault him for that. But then he's able to get back into the play right there against Tyrese Maxey. Blocks the three on one of the fastest point guards and then denies him the ball so he can't get it back. Ball goes up top. Him and Shime switch. Now we go right back at it again. Right there, he's communicating as he's running to Jaylen Brown, right? He's communicating in the pick and roll. They're able to switch this. Again, stays right there with a phenomenal contest against VJ Edgecombe in the clutch. He's hyped up after the defense, but again, it's not over. The activity from Queta never stops. The persistence never stops. Right here, you see he's open. He makes himself large, puts both hands up. He doesn't get this initially, but the persistence pays off in the end. All right, so here after another offensive dribble, you see he's searching for somebody to screen. He's searching with a beat, looking for a defender to screen. Derek White gets the ball, we get an on-ball screen. Drummond is late to come up, so they end up just trying to trap Derek White in the corner. His role takes away VJ Edgecombe, so Kelly Oubre has to be the one to close out on Jaylen Brown, get the ball in his hands. But then again, right there, so after he sets the screen, he comes to the paint, tries to make himself large. As soon as the ball goes up, he's putting his body on Drummond, boxing out properly, and the ball just finds energy. In the closeout, we got some penetration from Jaylen Brown. My boy padding them stats a little bit right here with the floater. He's shooting like 44% on the floaters, but we gonna get it. But misses, gets the rebound back and a putback. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just so we know out there a little bit more. Now we'll see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.